Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon. We have 9 races we want to show you. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course firm. The first race, 7 1/2 furlongs. These are claimers, 4-year-olds and upward. We have 6 runners in the field.
And they're off. Scoria came out well done at the inside. Now moving on through out of the sitter for all the marbles. Seuss is alongside, and those two moving to that opening turn for all the marbles. Sweeps to take over the early lead. Seuss is there in a second, with Scoria outrunning in a third. Storming Inti to his outside. Swagger was back fifth. The trailer Old Time's Sake is just 6 lengths off the lead as they straighten out at the backstretch for all the marbles. An even buddy proposition here in the opener is through an opening split of 23-1. Under steady pressure from Seuss, remains on the outside in second. Scoria is dead at the inside of third with the Swagger to the outside in a fourth, now just 4.5 lengths off the lead. Old Time's Sake is riding the rail in fifth with Storming Indeed to his outside as they move towards the far turn for all the marbles. Has now stretched the lead out to 2.5 lengths. Seuss is there in a second. Storming Indeed is a gaining ground up into a third with the Swagger to his outside. The half mile was 46 seconds for all the marbles. A short lead. Seuss trying to re-rally now in between rivals. Storming Inti is sweeping up on the far outside. They turn for home of the Friday opener. And it's a Seuss there from in between horses. Storming Inti is up on the far outside for all the marbles, trying to battle back these three across the track to the finish. For all the marbles is there at the inside, but it's Storming Inti on the far outside. Seuss in between, a three-way thriller to the finish. Very tight at the wire for all the marbles there at the inside. Seuss in between. Storming Inti was on the far outside. A three-way photo in the opener.
Number 6, Zeus gets the close photo and wins the opener and pays $6.60. Owned by T&J Farm, trained by Timmy Hills, and ridden to victory today by Elvis Trujillo. Race 2, 6 furlongs, maiden claimers, 3-year-olds and up, with the claiming price $12,500. The off-time favorite, number 1, Peace Militant.
And they're off. Upperton lost the rider at the start. Breaking well from the far outside, Steady the Ship with the Gunther brothers in between. Peace Militant joins that pair at the inside from a third. Do It Fast is moving in between horses of fourth. My Name is Woody to his inside. Weezagon Gray is racing at 3 wide, and once again Upperton lost the rider at the start as the field moves on to the far turn. Steady the Ship trying to stay the course through an opening quarter, 23-1. Peace Militant is edging closer by the outside a second. Gunther Brothers, the long shot, is hanging in from a third. It's a break of 4 lengths to My Name is Woody, who's at the inside fourth. Weezagon Gray to his outside in fifth. And it's 3 lengths further back to Do It Fast, who needs to do a lot better as they approach the top of the stretch. Steady the Ship still there at the inside. Peace Militant now moves up to take him on, and Peace Militant has taken over the lead. From Steady the Ship, it's 6 lengths further back to Gunther Brothers, who is trying to stay on from a third. My Name is Woody, fourth. Final furlong, Peace Militant here at 4-5. It's all Peace Militant who will draw away to win it easily. Steady the Ship held second. Gunther Brothers third. My Name is Woody finished fourth. Do It Fast fifth.
Number 1, Peace Militant draws off to win impressively and pays $3.80. Owned by Rontos Racing Stable Corporation, trained by Bernardo Lopez, and ridden to victory today by Marcos Menendez. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll show you race number 3. Welcome back. Third race is a 1-mile allowance optional claimer for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. 6 runners going to the post.
And they're off. Concealed with a Kiss was out quickly from the center of the track. Kiss to Remember broke sharply as well into that second spot. Moving on through, that is Cayman Croc as they race out of the mile chute and out of the main track. Concealed with the Kiss with an early 2.5 length lead. Kiss to Remember, the favorite, is up at the outside a second. The opening quarter, just 24 seconds. Cayman Croc is there in third. Abedencia is along the rail in fourth. Oasis at midnight to the outside in a fifth. Currently 6 lengths off the lead. And a 3 clear of Westminster Road as they move up the backstretch with a half-mile left to run. Concealed with the Kiss is still there. Kiss to Remember is edging closer, though. She is in a second, just 3 parts of a length off the lead. Cayman Croc is there in a third. The half mile was 46 and 2. Concealed with a Kiss, a short lead with Kiss to Remember. And these two going at it around the far turn. Cayman Croc is 3 lengths further back in a third. It's a gap of 6 now to Abedencia. And far behind to Oasis at midnight and Westminster Road. They turn for home. Concealed with a Kiss. Trying to outduel Kiss to Remember, who was there in a second. It's now 6 further back to Cayman Croc with Abedencia running up the rail late. Deep stretch final furlong. Concealed with a Kiss. Trying to outduel Kiss to Remember. Concealed with a Kiss or Kiss to Remember. Who's the better kisser? Photo finish. Look like Concealed with a Kiss. There at the inside, Kiss to Remember. Very close. Abedencia was third. Cayman Croc finished fourth.
Number 4, Concealed with a Kiss, takes some wire to wire, pays $18 even, owned by Fellow Farm Limited, trained by Luis Duco, and that gives jockey Marcos Menendez his second win today. The 4th race, 1 mile on the turf. These are maiden claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. The claiming tag, $35,000.
And they're off. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Stepped out sharply dead at the inside. Niagara Star. Also moving up in between horses. El Vedado joins those two 3 wide as they race towards that opening turn. Parting Shot is dead at the inside from fourth. Like a Girl is in between horses in fifth. Simbolda to the outside in the sixth spot. Admiral's Wind is now riding the rail up into contention, and she has steadied up a bit there past the quarter, 23 and 2. And it's Vroom, Vroom, Vroom. Prado has her revved up early. Niagara Star, the first-time starter, also there to the outside in a second, just a neck off the lead. El Vedado is up at the outside third with Parting Shot to her inside. Admiral's Win is nestled out at the inside in a fifth. Simbolda moving alongside sixth. Like a Girl and Princess Moon, the 2 trailers, but only 6 lengths off the lead. They're past the half in 47 and 2 as they make their way onto the far turn. Vroom, Vroom, Vroom has been there throughout. Niagara Star keeping right with her, though, at the outside is El Vedado. Now comes under a ride 3 wide into a third. Simbolda is threading up at heavy traffic with Parting Shot to her inside. Princess Moon suddenly just 3 lengths off the lead, with Admiral's Win riding the rail in front of Like a Girl. Tight pack as they turn for home. Vroom, Vroom, Vroom still there with a short lead. Admiral's Win is surging up the inside late. Parting Shot down the center here is Princess Moon, who is sweeping up. And it's Princess Moon here in deep stretch who will take over the lead from Parting Shot. Princess Moon to win it. Parting Shot finished in second. Vroom, Vroom, Vroom held the third spot from Simbolda.
Number 8, Princess Moon, comes running late and wins it, pays $6 even, owned by Passion Stables Incorporated, trained by Francisco D'Angelo, and ridden to victory today by Lionel Reyes. The 5th race, 1 mile on the turf. These are claimers, fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the morning line favorite, number 2, Tybolt's Queen.
And they're off. Manhattan Moxie is flashing at early speed. Head over Honey. Also quick at his stride at the inside as they move towards that opening turn. Lobelia is up at the outside with Talitha Coombe as they're now midway around that opening turn. It's a gap of 2 lengths back to Extravagant Affair. About running in fifth, the trailer Lady Sartre. As they move around the turn and out of the back stretch, it's Manhattan Moxie, who is maintaining that short lead down at the inside and doing battle In the earliest stages with Lobelia, who was in between horses. Talitha Kuma is a 3 wide. The opening quarter was 23-3. And the top trio are still 4 lengths clear of Hanover Honey, with Extravagant Affair mating in 5th, and Lady Sartre will have to do it from last as they race up the backstretch and towards the far turn. It's Manhattan Moxie dead at the inside with Lobelia right alongside. Still nothing in between those two. Past the half in 46-4. Talitha Coombe is there on the outside in 3rd. Hanover Honey now begins to move up at heavy traffic in 4th. Extravagant Affair is 5th, and Lady Sartre continues to trail the pack around that far turn. Lobelia now strikes the lead. Manhattan Moxie begins to flatten out at the inside. Hanover Honey is sweeping up as they turn for home. It's Hanover Honey who's up to take on Lobelia. It's now 4 further back to Manhattan Moxie, who begins to flatten out. Extravagant Affairs down the center 4th. Deep stretch. Hanover Honey has taken over, and Hanover Honey will win it. Lobelia finished in 2nd. A very tight photo for show between Extravagant Affair and Manhattan Moxie.
Number 3, Hanover Honey proves much the best. Pays $5 even. Owned by Buckley Racing Stables. Trained by Stanley Gold and ridden to victory today by Tyler Gaffleone. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have race number 6.
Our day begins early, preparing for the task ahead, focused on a single goal. Then it's showtime, ready to face another challenge. And while victory may be uncertain, you can always bet on us to be at our very best.
Welcome back to 6th race, a 7-furlong maiden claiming event for 3-year-olds and up. With the off-time favorite at 2-1 is the one, Let's Be Frank.
They're at the post. And they're off. Bit of a sluggish beginning once again for Let's Be Frank. They're at the inside, meddling by the long shot. Moves out to the early lead. Brave Enrique is up between horses. Gay Schnell is up on the outside. Now Let's Be Frank has his mind on business, and he begins to move up quickly at the inside. Candy Jam is 5th. The outside Remarkable Tale trails the pack, but is just 4.5 lengths off the lead. Through an opening quarter of 23-3. Meddling by, maintaining a half-length lead from Let's Be Frank, who moves up dead at the inside. Gay Schnell to his outside. Moving up 3 wide. Remarkable Tale begins to edge closer. At the back, Brave Enrique and Candy Jam as they are midway around that far turn. Meddling by. The long shot still loose on the lead. Let's Be Frank is there been 2nd. Remarkable Tale begins to labor in the 3rd spot. Candy Jam now slides up the inside with Gay Schnell. Moving up in between horses, it's still meddling by. The 30-1 outsider who will turn for home with a short lead. Let's Be Frank is dead at the inside in 2nd. Candy Jam now kicks it into gear out of the center of the track. Gay Schnell is 4th. Let's Be Frank now surging up the inside. His Candy Jam is out of the center in 2nd. Let's Be Frank skim the rail to wet it. Candy Jam will finish in 2nd. A tight photo for show. Gay Schnell was on the outside, meddling by. Down at the rail, Brave Enrique finished 5th.
Number 1, Let's Be Frank, waits for room on the inside, gets through and wins it. Pays $6.20, owned by Frank Carl Calabrese, trained by Kathy Ritvo, and that gives jockey Elvis Trujillo his 2nd win today. The 7th race, a 1-mile turf event. It's a starter optional claimer. Fillies 3-year-olds. Scratch the 9, Diplomatic Affair, and scratch the 10, Summer in Seattle.
And they're off. It was a nice beginning. Brigada's Bucket moves on through dead at the inside with the Temple Fur together with Raised to Be a Warrior as it's those three across the track towards that opening turn. Capriosca was out right again fourth. Crystal's Cantata to our outside in the fifth spot. Cali Cat is dead at the inside in sixth with the Little Giada moving alongside in the seventh. The Treader Virgin Merida as the race around that opening turn and through a quarter of 23 and 2. Briada's Bucket up top with the Raised to Be a Warrior. And these two continue to go at it as they race up the backstretch. They are 2.5 lengths clear of Temple of Fur. It's another break to Crystal's Cantata, who moves up to the outside of fourth. Capriosca to Urban Side fifth. The fillies were past the half in 46 and 4. Little Giada is up into the sixth spot around the Cali Cat. The Treader still Virgin Merida as they move on to that far turn. Raised to Be a Warrior is taken over the lead from Briada's Bucket. Temple Fur now begins to fire up on the outside from third. Capriosca's in to the fourth spot as Crystal's Cantata comes under a ride in fifth. Cali Cat threads out in between rivals. They turn for home. And taking over the lead, Temple Fur. Temple Fur looking to kick clear. Capriosca's giving chase down the center of the course. Raised to Be a Warrior flattens out. Cali Cat has a late run. Final 16th, it's Temple Fur. Temple Fur stretching out here, and Temple Fur will win it. Capriosca finished in second. Cali Cat was third. Virgin Merida finished fourth.
Number 2, Temple Fur. Scores pay $7.80. Owned by Stirrup Trouble LLC. Trained by Jessica Compatelli. And ridden to victory today by Gerardo Corrales. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the 8th race in the first half of the late Daily Double. And welcome back for our 8th race of the afternoon. The first half of the late Daily Double is a 6 furlong event. It's an allowance optional claimer for 3-year-old fillies. 8 runners will go to the post.
And they're off. Shaka Khan steps out quickly down at the inside. Also moving out well, that is Heartbreaker Girl. My Dear Venezuela. Now drives on through that at the inside from third. Dad's Kiddo's in between horses. Fourth did not meet it. Is in the fifth spot with our Kinsley Doll to her inside. It's High Time is up on the outside of seventh, and it's 10 lengths further back to Enterprising Lady, who is far back and out as they move on to the far turn through a quarter of 21 into 4. Shaka Khan and Tyler Gaffaleone show the way midway around the far turn. My Dear Venezuela is edging closer up on the outside for Jeremio. Our Kinsley Doll is just a 2.5 lengths off the top pair from a third. Dad's Kiddo makes her way to the fourth spot. It's High Time next in a fifth. Off the turn, they approach the top of the stretch, and it's My Dear Venezuela, the fresh threat to Shaka Khan. With Dad's Kiddo moving up in between horses, our Kinsley Doll is a fourth. Final furlong, Shaka Khan trying to buckle down and fight off My Dear Venezuela. Moving through late, that's Dad's Kiddo to the finish. Shaka Khan or Dad's Kiddo. Here is Dad's Kiddo late. Dad's Kiddo is up to win it from Shaka Khan, who was second best. My Dear Venezuela finished third. Our Kinsley Doll was fourth.
Number 6, Dad's Kiddo closes and pays a very nice $20.40 to win. Owned by PTK LLC, trained by Dane Kabisky, ridden to victory today by Josie Gomez. The 9th and final race, 1 mile on the turf. These are claimers, fillies, and mares. 4-year-olds and upward jockey on the 8. Make the rider Eduardo Nunez. Scratch number 11, Starship Galaxy.
And they're off. A slow start for Barry's Music and Oxydian. The others all out quickly. It's Almost an Angel from the far outside, joining Summertime Music. Those two race together into that opening turn at R. Is dead to the inside from third, and moving up to her outside, that is Kelly's Little Secret, who was fourth. Pentathlon tucked out at the inside of fifth with Oxydian. Now gaining ground at that sixth spot. To the outside goes Mary's Music with El Noth. Down at the rail, to break of 6 lengths to the 2 trailers Valid Wildfire and Gigi's Miracle as they're past the opening quarter, 23 seconds. Summertime Music in an early tussle with Almost an Angel as NR is edging closer down at the inside of third. Kelly's Little Secret is up at the outside in fourth with 3 lengths to make up. Pentathlon rides the rail into fifth with Oxydiet alongside. The half mile was up in 46 seconds. The mares make their way to the far turn. Almost an Angel and Summertime Music. They have been going at it throughout. Moving up on the outside into third. That's Kelly's Little Secret. And now she begins to edge closer with every stride. Adar is there in fourth with Pentathlon. Moving to the outside of 3 wide in fifth. Oxydien follows that move. 3/4, 109 into 4. And as they turn for home, Almost an Angel has a short lead. Kelly's Little Secret now dials up the pressure out of the sitter. Pentathlon is into a third. Final furlong. Almost an Angel a short lead. Kelly's Little Secret is edging closer. Pentathlon is a third. Almost an Angel is almost home. Kelly's Little Secret second. It's Almost an Angel or Kelly's Little Secret. Photo finish looked like Almost an Angel over Kelly's Little Secret. Pentathlon was a third and R finished fourth.
Number 10, Almost an Angel, wins it and pays $10.40 and gives jockey Josie Gomez her second consecutive victory. Owned by Audubon Racing Stables Incorporated and trained by Rohan Creton. In the pick 5 today, 5 of 5, $1,923.65. 4 of 5, $25.20. In the Rainbow 6, 6 of 6, a couple of tickets paid $2,180.52. The carryover is $71,952. The Super High 5 paid $759.80. And that wraps up Friday's racing. Remember to come right back here all weekend long at beautiful Gulfstream Park. Saturday, 11 races. First race post, 12:55 p.m. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park. Good night. Good luck.